Hello and welcome. That's it, Ollie. Just blow some smoke, mate. Welcome to another edition. I turned this to my brother then, didn't I? And welcome. That's what my brother does on his show. Cuddles. He's been here all day. He's come down. It's Daniel's birthday tomorrow, so he's been with me all day today. So it's been a bit of a good giggle. Nice to see all the cheeky bum wanks in there. Big shout out to the Devil Vapor. I love you loads, brother. You're an absolute star. As you can see, our new caster, the wonderful Harley. I think quite a number of people guessed it. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, dude. How are you?
Absolutely fantastic. I just want to welcome you to the show. I think it's going to be a good giggle.
Delighted to be here. Hopefully I can do as good a job as Salford did.
Yeah, a big love to Salford. We do miss him. He's an absolute corking bloke. But yeah, I think you're going to be good, bro. It's going to be interesting. I'm doing my brother as well. He does that.
You're going to have to get a flat cap now, though, Aiden.
Yeah.
No, I'm side down.
I've gone with the Mohican. That's what we're doing.
Next week, we'll be like, hey up, yo, welcome.
Hey up, I'm Benny Vapes.
Hey up, Benny Vapes.
And we've got our special guest who we've been trying to get on for quite a while. We've just missed each other. The wonderful Above the Clouds. Ian, how you doing, brother?
Very good, thank you. Thanks so much for the invite. Appreciate it. Nice to be here.
No, it's really nice to have you on, buddy.
Even better when I throw my phone across the floor. Never mind.
I've done it plenty of times. I want to say a big shout out to chat. Thank you so much for everybody joining us this week. Again, the support that you're giving us all is absolutely amazing. Week by week, we're getting more and more views. All three of us are just completely over the moon with it. Thank you so much for your support. We would go through chat, but it'd take half the show up. So the plan today is just like normal. We are going to go through and ask a few questions about Ian. I'm sure quite a lot of you have seen him before. It should be, if Nightbot's working, I've been playing with it, it should come up with his actual channel. Please get over there and go and give him a sub while the show's going on. We will then be doing your tech, or the pod tech as Flatcab calls it. We will be then doing the deals from Harley, and then we'll be going to be doing your giveaway from Homeboy. Big shout out to them, and a big shout out to Proper Coils. Flatcap, how you doing, brother? You're looking absolutely ace with that background.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I'm good. I'm very well. I'm very well. Been a bit busy, but yeah. Well, good. It's nice to be here, as always.
Where did you get that sort of design from?
I can't... Do you know, I was going to try and be funny then and say, the picture you sent me? And I was going to say, but I can't say your daughter's bedroom because that just sounds really wrong.
Does, yeah.
I had an idea, and then my wife found a better idea, and then I sent you a picture, and you said, "Oh, we've done that," and then Harley said, "Oh, I've done that as well." So I just copied everyone.
I do think it looks really, really good. A lot better than what obviously the brick walls.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with the brick walls.
I've got to be honest with you, and I really like your background as well. It feels like I'm walking into a vape shop.
It's it's just like a. It's like a sheddy bar. It's basically a shed, but it's been turned into a bar, so I can open the front out and use it in the summer for barbecues and stuff, and use it for a few videos and what have you. So it's quite good. It's just a bit cold in the winter. That's the problem.
Is that why you do a lot of the reviews in the winter in the house then, and not there?
Yeah, too cold.
Yeah, PUBG says the design is from drugs. Gold psychedelics, I think that's what I'm saying. Nice to see you, Gareth. Debbie Rogers is in. Matty's missus in. Nice to see you, Debbie. And a big love to the Leviathan Vapor. We've got Vaping Bunny in. We've got loads. I can never say his name right.
Leviathan, isn't it?
Leviathan.
Yeah. He's trying to get his mum off the stinkies, I think. He needs 200 subs.
If people are getting an echo, please just let me know and I should be able to sort that out.
Is that what he's aiming for? 200.
200, yeah. Yeah. And I'm trying to get my mum off, so I need 10K.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to stop smoking myself, so I need 500.
Yeah.
Stuart says it's echoing. Bit strange.
Echo.
Wonder if it's my... Let me turn my volume down.
I'll turn mine down.
It shouldn't be from me. I hate it when there's a bit of echo.
No echo. Stuart, it's probably your big speakers in a large empty room.
Devil Vapor, there you go. He says there's no echo. We're all right. I've turned them down a bit. We can hear it. So, Ian, I'll tell you a question I want to ask is how did you get into vaping first?
To be honest, my whole vaping journey started when my daughter was born. Pretty much, I decided that, because the smoke just clings to you. You stink all the time, and you're having to do that whole half an hour break before you had a cuddle and all that stuff, and I couldn't be doing with it. And I'd been meaning to to pack it in for a couple of years. I just haven't really. The time needs to be right, I think, doesn't it, when you're trying to give them up. So that was the main reason. My daughter, really, and then the rest, sort of the whole. I started like everybody does on the Ego style pen. That was rubbish, and pretty much went from that to ice sub G tank, I think, on an MPV, the blue one. I don't know what it was, MPV P2 maybe. And yeah, I kind of went on from there. And so I did the mouth to lung in at the beginning, and then sort of stopped, and then direct lungs for a while, and then went back to found my Nautilus tanks and stuff like that, and worked it from there, really.
How did you get on with actually quitting? Was it a slow process? Or...
Yeah, it was dual use, like it seems to be with a lot of people, for probably, I would say, a few months. And then in the end, I was down to like 1 or 2 cigs in a day, and I was just like, they taste nasty in comparison to this lemon meringue or strawberry shortcake, whatever else I happened to be vaping on at the time. So I just literally just stopped, and it wasn't easy, but it was a hell of a lot easier than it had ever been before, with patches and chewing gum and Nicorette inhalators and everything else. So for me, it worked wonders, and I'm a great believer in vaping. If you can't just go cold turkey, which is very difficult, then I think vaping is what people should look at, definitely, because it works.
You do get a lot of them people. You do. I think it was discussed on another show. I heard it, and I thought, yeah, it's totally right. You get these people who come out and say, I just did it cold turkey. I don't know what you need that vaping for. I just completely stopped. And it's like, well, that's really good for you, but a lot of people just can't do that. And I also think stress is a big part of it. It's the first thing you go for. And it's all right having a patch on there, but you can't sort of do that sort of thing. And it's all right chewing gum like that.
Yeah. I mean, that inhalator, did any of you ever try that Nicorette inhalator thing?
No.
It's like a plastic thing that takes cartridges. And it's got it's just harsh. It's just harsh. It's just like direct nicotine going straight into you, and it just makes you cough. And it does take the craving away, but not for long. And then you're back on it again, and I'm sure that doesn't do you any good in the long term.
Lucy says savoury juices are horrid. If I'm honest, if I'm totally a little bit, I'm not that keen on like your cakes and stuff.
I never used to be. I used to be all about the fruits. I'm more about the fruits now. The weather's getting warmer. But then I'm all about the banoffee pies and the like jam sponges and custards and stuff like that in the winter.
So you're a seasonal vapor. Are you a seasonal vapor, Arlie?
I don't. I'm really, really funny with liquids. I can like something today and then tomorrow not like it. But obviously the fruity with very slight kick and menthol. And I think in short, that echoes. If you get something like the Just Juice range in summer, especially the ones that have got a slight menthol behind the fruit, they sell really well for hot days. And I think most people align with that throughout the summer.
I'd like to know in chat, if you can let us know in chat, what do you reckon to menthol? Are you a menthol person or not? Because I absolutely love menthol.
Yeah,
I really do like it.
I used to smoke menthol roll-ups, but after a short while of vaping, I ditched menthol altogether. I don't dislike it. I'm not too fussed, really.
I don't know if anyone else has noticed it. There's something that really annoys me doing reviews. Quite often you'll get something that says mint and there's no mint but lots of menthol. And sometimes you'll get something that's menthol that's got no menthol but lots of mint. And that really, really grinds me down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the sort of juices, don't you, as well, where they say that it's something on the tin and you're thinking, that's not at all. I did one for Pod Salts, and it was the Marshmallow Man 3, and it was the strawberry marshmallow. I didn't get any strawberry at all. I got the creamy marshmallow, and like that, the sugariness over the top. I sort of got that, but I just got no strawberry in it.
I had one the other day. It's a mango and pineapple ice cream, but it tastes like banana. Am I going mad?
Devil Vapory's all up for it. So's Rob Stanley. He hates with a vengeance. Love fruit-based menthol mixes. Yeah, I had an Eisenberg that what's it called? Something Vape it was. Vape it now or something. It was the Blue Mamba. That was really nice.
I love a good Heisenberg.
Oh,
definitely.
I love a good menthol. So obviously you've been reviewing now. Is it nearly a year?
I've got some stats. I've got some information.
Status
above the cloud style. This is Ian. This is taken right out of your book, mate. ATC vape reviews the channel started on the 14th of October 2019. So about, what's that, 8 months? 9 months?
Yeah.
Currently at 153 subscribers. So guys, go and sub to the lovely Ian. He's had 3,815 views. That's probably gone up a few since I found this information. And he's had 74 videos, which is, you're pretty consistent, Ian. That's like 2 to 3 a week, somewhere 2.5 a week. So you're very
I aim for 2 a week. I aim for it. Doesn't. I don't always. I mean, occasionally I've flung like 3 out in a week, but generally 2. I try for. It's
doing really well, mate.
We try. Thank you.
Nice to see Heat Vapes in. We're going to be trying to get him on the show. He's working it out. He's been working shifts, so he's going to try and work out. We're going to get him on the show. If I am missing out anybody on chat, I'm so sorry. Nice to see Vape Heads in there as well. And a big shout out to the lovely Liz as well. Love you loads. Huggles. We'll do my brother again. Huggles.
My latest, most common question I ask other people is, what keeps you motivated, Ian?
That were on Dean's vlog.
Yeah, thanks, Dean.
I love that when
He said my name.
Did you see how paranoid you were getting as well? Because he kept thinking people were walking behind the back of him.
What keeps me motivated? I would say it's kind of I really enjoy doing the videos, and I can't, I'd be lying if I didn't turn around. Obviously I like it when people view the videos as well. That's a big thing for me. But I like to put the videos out there, and I like to think that somewhere someone's getting some use out of a hobby that I enjoy, really. And I'm very much based around, you guys probably all know, I don't do all these RTAs much and RDAs, mainly because I'm incapable. It's mainly stock coil tanks, regulated mods, pod systems, starter kits, that sort of thing. I am aiming to do a starter kit, like an introduction about direct lung vaping and mouth to lung vaping and the differences and the different kits you can get and stuff. That's a video I'm kind of working on at some point in the next few weeks as well. Yeah, I just enjoy doing it. It's just really.
I think I've heard before when you've been on shows that you're more of a stock coil person than you are a builder.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's on the sort of reviewing scene. I think that's sort of missed.
Yeah, it's not common, is it? I have noticed that most people are very much into like a bit of everything, should I say? Whereas I tend to just concentrate on what I know and understand, rather than trying to make up stuff about stuff that I really have no clue.
It's easy to become like pretty heavy hobbyist, isn't it? Rather than actually, you kind of lose track of what you're doing. You end up becoming this heavy hobbyist, and you just want to look at RTAs and building and all these.
Yeah,
stuff.
and the latest shiniest thing that's come out and all that stuff. I mean, there is a part of that. There's a big part of that in me as well. I see something and I think, oh, I need to get that. But yeah, I just don't. I aim at the stuff I understand rather than, and also think the stuff that some people would benefit from if they're just. I think I'm trying to aim at I'm just quitting and starting vaping type area rather than maybe a bit above that, but not up there with all the other stuff that I just don't really get.
Obviously, once Arlie will tell you this as well. Once your reviewing journey carries on, you'll start getting other things sent in, such as tanks, or if you buy that sort of stuff, your tanks that you're getting, you're obviously going to have to move a little bit further forward and do your builds and things like that. But obviously, you buy a lot of your stuff in, don't you? Yeah,
the majority of it, I would say. Get a few bits and pieces from Dispergo and Jackrabbit, but otherwise, generally, I think the AVP Pro, I think I was sent in. But yeah, generally buy my own stuff.
To be honest with you, we all started like that. I started. Mine were mainly juices. I never had any hardware at all, and if it was what I bought, and with the juice that I bought, I was really lucky as well because obviously I had Mark. So Mark used to come and drop me a load of juice off. Here you go, review that. So I was really lucky at that. Ali, how did you actually do that? Did you, obviously because you've got a shop, how did it work?
Well, I was just going to say, I think it's best to buy your own anyway. Obviously not financially. If I could afford it, I'd still do one self-bought every week. And to be fair, it's only the last 6-7 weeks that I've constantly had a review toy. I call them review toys, that's not been bought by me. So that's quite nice to have got to that stage. But before, and obviously having a shop, it came straight from the shop. I don't know how I'm going to account for it yet. I'll figure it out when I get there. Probably I'll have to buy it back off myself. Does that work? That's later's problem. But yeah, I think that's better because you build up a trust with people. No one can say there's not worse than having several reviews where you go, it's brilliant if someone sent it you, because then you're going, no, seriously, it is, I promise. And I hate having everything that's good being sent to me because you just want to go, it's rubbish, but it's not. So you have to say it's good. So not having responsive reviews gives you that freedom to go, look, I don't right care what the people think. It's my opinion, I bought it. And obviously, we still don't care after we've been sent it, but it gives you that startle confidence to not have to care what other people think. And then when you get that first sponsored review, you're really quite apprehensive because you're like, oh God, are we going to send me else? I can remember the first one for Easy Click. I sent it and it was something like, are they preparing for a flavour ban because this has absolutely no flavour? And I were like, they're not going to accept it. I know they're not. I'm not going to get out else. And they actually used that line in the title, are they preparing for a flavour ban? So it's that staging, but I do think the starting buying your own stuff is better than actually getting the sponsors.
Yeah, obviously, we all know about, or if you haven't seen it, please go over there. Rip Tripper did a big video the other day about that all reviewers get money in. Well, that is totally and utterly wrong. If you've got 1 million subscribers and you're charging for reviews, us as like your minnows of reviewing, you don't get anything like that.
I am deep in the red.
Yeah.
Like really deep in the red. Yeah, did make me laugh that. Never mind.
Well, you've got to think about. I've got a new desk, which I've been very lucky. People have been putting the super chats in. Thank you so much. You've got me a new desk that I needed because the other desk, if I touched it, it just fucking wobbled. It already falling apart. I've got 4 children. You've got to pay for these. It's really, really hard to keep it going. You need lights, you need cameras and stuff like that, and it's just a nightmare. So them little bits that you do get in, which are like your super chats, you don't get anything from an ad revenue from YouTube at all, or if you do, it's pence. All that help, and the people who support my channel, it's just amazing that they help out. But you're not getting like what he says. You're not getting.
I have never ever been paid by a company to do a review. Not even a penny. I've never been paid. So it was quite a broad statement to say. Now, whether he means by sponsored, he means people that have Patreons and super chats. Do they count as sponsorship? I don't know, but you know, it's easy.
I don't think that counts as that you sponsor for a video. So, like what Vic was saying, apparently. It obviously hasn't been proven, but £1,500 for a video. You've got to think if he's putting 3 videos out a week.
That's how he drives that big old car, pumping out the fumes and talks about nature.
Yeah. So do you think he's Sorry, do you think he's actually fell out with vaping because the money's not in it?
I think a lot of reviewers probably struggled when the whole vape apocalypse happened and there was no money for views. That probably hurt a lot of people because they were earning good money, and that stopped. And all of a sudden, it's like, well, why am I doing this? And I suppose if you're that far into reviewing, you've been that long, enjoying that money, then it's cut. It's like you might lose that spark, I suppose. But obviously, a lot of people carried on. You know, I don't need that money. I'm not bothered. I love doing the vaping, the reviews, and that was that. But
just like Martin Hart saying there, he could get away with it obviously because of his 1 million odd whatever subscribers. I never watched him obviously from the beginning. My brother did and said that he was really, really good. By the time I'd got into the scene, he'd already turned into a little bit of a everything's good.
Yeah, I heard he was really good initially. I only saw the rare stuff, so it just put me off.
It's supply and demand, and if you've got that many subscribers, everyone's going to want to send you something, and you ain't got enough time. So you put price up until it gets to an even keel where you're just getting a nice amount of things. I've never really watched him.
I think most people, if they're in that position where they're being offered that kind of money to do a review, it's your living, then you probably take it.
But let's not forget, he's said several times that he's put clickbait videos out saying, "No, I'm stopping, I'm not doing it again." It's not the first time he's done it. I'm sure I've seen at least 6 videos where he said it. So it won't surprise me if he does it again. But like Vic said, he hasn't actually been doing vape reviews for a long while. So probably it is the final.
Yeah, and Bill's just said that he hasn't been a reviewer for years. He's been a promoter for the past 4 years, and it's pretty much spot on. Yeah.
So Ian, you've also obviously got into the casting side of things, and it's not the most easiest thing to get into. A lot of people think, well, I'll start a show, and it isn't the most easiest thing because you've got to have content, you've got to work out how it's all going to work. It's the first thing I started out as a caster before I was a reviewer. So I think your first show that you did was the Northern Vape Show, wasn't it, on a Sunday with the wonderful Benny Vapes, Big D, JP, and also you brought CJ in. You sort of had to come away from that, but normally 9 out of 10 times you're on it, aren't you?
I know. That's the crazy thing. I was, I was initially I was lucky enough to speak to Benny, and he brought me on quite early on. To be honest, I think there was 3 episodes in or something around that time when I started on there. And it's kind of it's a weird thing, isn't it? Going live, it's a weird thing.
A little bit of a posse, the Northern Union guys. You kind of a bit intimidating when I watch it now. There's like 6 geezers on the screen. It's a bit scary.
I know
you've got a big D with a gun behind him.
It's the best place to be. I love it. I love being a part of that show. I did. I had to. I announced that I was going to step back from the show because it was just because it would run over, and then I'd have to get up at 4:30 to be in work for like 10 to 6 and stuff like that. And I'm one of these people that unless I have like 6-7 hours minimum, I'm no good to anyone. So I so I stepped away. Then I got put on furlough. So then of course I was able to do them. So I went back in as a like occasional caster, and now I'm sort of there most weeks, to be honest. But it's a really good show. I love being on that show. And then then spawned the Laid Back Vape Show on a Monday. From there really, with Matty and now Danny, and also Blazing Vapes.
I love that show. I watch it on a Monday. It's normally when I'm normally put a review out on a Monday, so I'm normally watching it while I'm spamming or doing a bit of editing. It's not the easiest thing though, is it, to do a vape show? No,
you don't actually realise, do you? I mean, you think it's just a case of, Zoom, bang, there you go, chat, but it's not. You have to have points and you have to have some sort of structure to it. Otherwise, it just ends up going umbrellaing out and going anywhere, which sometimes is quite fun, but other times you need to have. So yeah, but there is a good amount of planning that has to go on, especially if you've got a guest as well.
Yeah, guests that really help. That's why you're here. Ollie, as well, you're doing a show on a Sunday, which I really do like. My mate Paul McCartney, big love shout out to Paul McCartney. He did like an interrogation video where he got a lot of reviewers on and interrogated Dean, and I've been on it, and Vic. You're sort of doing the same sort of thing on a Sunday. How's that going? How are you finding it?
It's going all right. This week's week, Geordie Vape, this week just gone. It all went wrong. Do you know when you start something and just before it starts, something goes wrong and it sets the tone for the entire show? The intro wouldn't start. So I thought, we'll just wait till time and go live. And from then on, I was constantly like, where's my questions? What am I doing? Do you know, yeah, so if, and I just finished all that, dude, I am so sorry. I don't know what happened. He just didn't go to plan. I don't think it was that bad. But yeah, you've got to be prepared from the minute that you press start, because if not, it goes.
I think you always think it's actually worse in your head than what it actually is to everyone else as well. That's the bad thing.
Like I said to these two other week, and I said it to Mark when I on his show, I still get nervous. I have no idea why, because if I do a rubbish show and I lose all my subscribers, it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? I do care, but it's not a massive deal, is it? And let's face it, we're not going to unsubscribe just because I've done a rubbish show. But I still get really nervous. And as soon as it's finished,
I'd have no subscribers. Flatcap, you are now an absolute veteran of this shizney, aren't you?
I guess so. I don't know. I still get a bit nervous. I still get nervy and stuff, but I really enjoy it. I mean, I love this show. I love this show. I love all the shows I'm on. But,
yeah, you better say.
Yeah, it's easier when you're in the right company. Like Ian, what you were saying about the Sunday night show, when you're with those kind of guys, it makes it so much easier.
Yeah, for sure. If you can all get on and just know each other as well, so you know what, it just makes it so much easier and fun. And then I think that reflects as well, and people enjoy it and chat more so.
Thanks, Darth. Yeah, like I say, I started with my brother and Adam on last Summer Vapes, and I loved that show. Every we started on a Wednesday, then went to a Tuesday. I loved that show.
When was that on? Because I've heard of it, obviously, but I don't know if I've ever. I remember seeing some of them.
We started probably about 4 years ago, and then we ran for about 2 years, 2.5 years.
I was vaping then. I just wasn't probably so heavily into YouTube then as I am now.
Then Mark started the home service up, and Adam sort of went away from vaping really, and we stopped it. And I was doing the late vape show with Simon and Foxhound, and then this show came up afterwards after the network sort of finished. But yeah, I love live streaming more than I like reviewing, if I'm honest.
Yeah, the live part of it's really good fun. Really good fun.
Sorry, I thought you were going to sort them, Flat Cap.
No, I was just going to mention Lucy's been asking some questions in chat, and people in chat have actually been answering for us. But she basically asked about vaping being dangerous, people blaming the vapes for their illnesses. What was her first question? Where is it? What's your standpoint on vapes being dangerous? Anyone want to answer that?
Are we meaning about the actual devices, or are we meaning...
Well, I think just as a whole. I mean, first of all, you've got to consider you've got to consider the fact that they are electrical components and a battery. So there's always a possibility if it's damaged that you could have an issue there. And, you know, a highly charged battery, when it discharges, it can be pretty dangerous. And I think she's also obviously worried about vaping itself and how dangerous that is. Obviously, we always hear a lot of stuff in the news about, oh, my vape did this, and because of vaping. Then you've had all the issues in America with the
cartridges. It was with the vitamin E.
Vitamin E acetate, yeah. So there's always an element, and even like, I don't know, Lucy, if you're in the UK, but UK says 95% safer. There's still that 5%. Let's not beat around the bush. There's still that 5%.
What they're actually saying is it's 95% safer than smoking.
Yeah.
Now you've got to think the whole thing around it. You're not supposed to put anything in your body like what we're doing. So you're not supposed to have anything. So it's 95% safer than smoking. My side of it is devices side is normally human error. Normally, say 95% is human error. Charging your say you've got a built-in battery, charging it with your phone charger, explosions. People using met mods where they don't know Ohm's law. People not doing battery safety. Them sort of things are the things where the device goes wrong. The other side of it, on the health side of it, if you start buying dodgy e-liquid, you start buying dodgy pods, you start buying stuff like that, then that's where your problems are going to come. If you're buying it from a reputable seller, you're not going to have any problems at all. And like it says, it's 95% safer than smoking.
I think liquids cause the biggest problem. There's obviously the side of people that just buy the cheapest, and obviously if you're buying it off somewhere like eBay, the cheapest might not always be the safest and most legit. But going away from the actual proper liquids, because I mean, people smoking THC and stuff. Someone actually came to my shop with a really black, jet black liquid. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Oh, it's THC. Can you sell me a coil? No. Why? Because you're not supposed to be putting that into you. I'm not endorsing it by selling you a coil. But there were a lad in Nottingham, and I think he was 16, and people kept asking my responses on it. And when you look at whenever all these cases, if you look it up properly, it's easy to respond to. The kid in Nottingham is 16. One, he shouldn't have been vaping anyway because it's illegal unless you're 18. Two, he had an allergic reaction. It weren't the vape that made him ill. He had an allergic reaction to the ingredients in the vape. That's a bit like saying, well, someone had an allergic reaction to a McDonald's burger yesterday. Oh, so we shut down McDonald's then? I mean, you need to realise that you're putting something into your body. You need to be careful with that. Women women do patch tests before they put air dye on and stuff. It's a serious thing. You shouldn't just take it willy-nilly, especially if you're under the age of 18. That's a completely different debate. But the simple fact is, the law is 18. So until the law's changed, I'm starting to get a thick tongue now. Until the law's changed, you shouldn't be vaping under 18. End of.
I think we'd all unanimously. I can't do it now. Thanks, Ali.
Catching this shit, innit?
Unanimously.
Yeah, I think we'd all unanimously. No, I can't say it, agree that vaping's definitely changed our health and our own lives from quitting smoking.
For sure.
Do you know if they were actually going to do any tests? And we've said this quite a number of times on shows that I've been on. If you're going to do some tests, why don't you grab people like us? You know, like the vapors who vape more than a lot of just standard vapors. We're constantly vaping because you're testing stuff. It's our daily thing. I haven't, me personally, and a lot of people I know, haven't had any ill effects. My lungs feel absolutely fantastic. I feel a lot better than when I smoked. So why are they not testing it on us? You've got, with me, I started a lot of years ago, 2006, but I dual used. But continuously, you've got me for near enough 5 years of where I've constantly vaped every day, and a lot of different juices, different nicotine strengths. Test me. They probably find there's a lot of alcohol in it, but test me. They're not. They're going to find Billy Bob on the street who's never had it, and the other one that pisses me off, you know, when they say we did a test. And we got one of the old cartomizers, and we did 1,000 puffs off of the cartomizer, and then we did 1,000 puffs off of this, and there were more chemicals. And you're thinking, hold on a minute, a cartomizer with the little wicks going down was not built for doing 1,000 puffs.
No.
So,
Yeah.
I'm going to follow on the why don't we choose vapors like us? Yeah, all right, you can say it's their responsibility to reach out to us, but I'm looking at researchers and stuff of a month. I say of a month, about December, January, and there were university in London area that were wanting people to go in for testing, and I was going to do that, but time wise and all that, I couldn't get down. But that were the research. So I suppose it's up to them to choose us, but we should also have a bit more concern, because I thought it'd have been great to go down, drive down to London with my camera, vlog the entire thing, and then obviously vlog the results later. I don't think it would directly health impact. I think it were psychological impacts of vaping and stuff. But still, it'd have been a nice little project to do. But I just couldn't get the times that they wanted.
Sam said, my local Asda was selling e-liquid yesterday. I got 5 apple dinner ladies, 6 milligram, 50p each. I could quite understand why it's 50p each, because it's like vaping cardboard, that stuff, and that apple, it's not my favourite e-liquid dinner ladies. There's a couple that are quite nice. Apple. I actually like the rice pudding.
I like the lemon
people
tart.
Didn't like that
Love the
either.
lemon tart.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got it. Obviously, the show's jam-packed. We have got to get on to the tech deal. So let's go to the deals, baby. Cashty, it's the deals in a way.
Flatcap's Tech Reports.
I pressed the wrong one. It's the tech report, not deals of the week. Well, in fact, we'll do that again. We're going to the tech.
Flatcap's Tech Reports.
There we go, bro. Sorry about that.
No worries. Well, should we start with the first thing that I think three of us have got? Released today. We can do this without even showing images. The Edge Hybrid. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is, first of all, if you haven't seen any of the reviews yet, they have a filter tip on them. So it's an 830 milliamp hour battery. You've got these little pods. They're inside here. This is a live little tech show. Yeah, very much a starter kit. What that has been unusual is you have these little menthol filter tips.
It's got them little clicky things in, you know, what you
guys.
used to be able to buy to turn it into a menthol. I can't do that because my pods have all gone.
Yes, my pod report. I'm going to get the pods out of the way and then we'll do the good stuff. So that's the Edge Hybrid, folks. I'll breeze through the pods and then we can talk more about the cool stuff, yeah? Right.
So just going on this hybrid, my review hasn't come out for this, but please check this review out because there's a lot of things about this that are very interesting.
Jenny said it looks like a thermometer. I said it looks. Hold it up again. It looks like a stove lighter.
Yeah, I saw you said that.
Oh, yeah.
It does. It does.
Oh, don't steal that for your reviews now, you cheeky gits.
Dun, 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 dun.
Right. Sharing screen, Aidan, yeah?
Go, bro.
Let me know when you're ready. All good?
All good in the hood?
Right, folks. Pods. The Aspire BP60. This is a 60-watt device with a 1400 milliamp hour battery. It's got USB Type-C. It's got adjustable airflow on the side there. Nice little spinny wheel jobby. Comes with a 0.3 mesh and a 0.6 dual coil. But it's not a dual coil like side by side. It's like one inside the other. The picture sort of it looks a bit odd. So I'll have to dig up some more information on that. And there's going to be an RBA for it as well.
So what is dual? What? So they actually sit side by side?
No. You know, like you think of a dual coil sub-ohm tank
Yeah.
coil.
So they sit like that.
They sit side by side. No, this is like one inside the other. Very, very strange. But the
How will
picture
that work?
I don't know, but the picture they put on the website it doesn't look right. So I didn't bother showing it because the way they showed it didn't look right. It just looked like one coil. So I'm gonna do a bit of digging on that one because I don't really get what they're trying to do with it. But
Make sure you join us next week. We'll definitely have a little look at that because it's interesting.
yeah. So that is pod number 1. I'm moving straight on to another Aspire pod. The mini can. This is a picture, one of my pictures from the Easy Click website, actually.
Okay, them
The-
proper electronic cans.
Yeah. This Aspire mini can, 350 milliamp hour. It's got a 2 mil pod. It's got a 1.2 ohm mesh coil, and I'm really impressed with that because I really didn't think a mesh coil. I didn't think they'd go that high in resistance just for the size of the thing. And the main selling point for this is even on the Aspire UK website, they're about 12 quid.
Is that all they are?
12 quid.
Yeah, they're refillable. You can't change the actual coil, but they're £12.
You only get one pod though, don't you, in the kit?
You only get one pod in the kit, yes.
Which I think nowadays, I know it's 12 quid, but for an extra £1, I'd rather pay £13 and get 2 coils. Because if somebody's brand new to vaping and they sod that coil up, or it's a dodgy pod, then they're
100%.
buggered.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's definitely, I think it's a competitor to the Vapor SRO Small.
Yep.
Or the Osmore, whatever you want to pronounce it.
That's
Okay,
quite
what? Yeah, it's a tiny, lovely little thing. It's nicely made considering its size and its price. It's a little flavour banger
What
as well.
more battery is it? In fact, I've got it here. Why am I
It's
asking
only a
that fucking question?
350. And it's got the 1.2 ohm mesh, but I think it's a little bit undersized. It's a little bit undersized, but a little bit overpowered. Personally, I like it though. It's good. Carrying on with Aspire. If you are a fan of the Nautilus, Aspire teamed up with Tayfun and made the GT Mini, which I really like the look of. 22 mil it is. You can obviously use the Nautilus coils. The actual capacities are a bit odd because you've got a 2 mil TPD, and there's a 2.8, and then there's also a 4.5 mil blast as well.
It's okay, that'd be a bubble.
Yeah, I imagine so. I don't have any pictures on that, but yeah, if you're into those into the Nautilus bits and bobs, then
Have you noticed a lot with a lot of tanks now that's coming out? They're doing this where it's a very small bit at the top. You're getting a lot more tank and less top. You know, like no gnarling and stuff like that.
Yeah. And they're loving the Ultimate at the minute, aren't they?
Yeah. I do like that glass one. That looks really nice. And obviously it'll take all the Nautilus coils.
Yes.
I reviewed the other GT, the non-mini version, and that didn't have a bubble glass. It had an extender. So maybe it's an extender and not bubble
That
glass.
might be what it is, actually, Harley. Yeah, it might be an extender.
Yeah, I got the GT. I really like the GT. Really like it.
Did it come in the kit, Ian? Was that in the kit?
No, I got the tank separately. I do really like the mod as well. You've got the mod, I think, Gaz, haven't you? The GT. Have you not? I thought you had.
No, I've
Yeah,
got
I've got it.
the Inikin one. It was called. Right now, something nice. You've probably seen this kicking around. Dovpo and the college. Terrible photo, I know. The college.
Yep.
The college. 60 watts, a DNA 60 single 18650, and it's a collaboration with Deer Vape. I've never heard of Deer Vape, but I don't know if you guys have.
No.
Aluminium alloy, and you can fit up to a 24 mil atomizer.
Who was the one who did the Sun Vapes? Was the one like that Sun Vape?
The Sunbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that I think Aspire in the middle of something with Sunbox?
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
So there's a bit of competition going on at the minute.
What's your thought about that enclosed bit over your tank?
I think if you get the right tank, I think they look pretty cool.
Can't use bubble glass, well, can you?
Do you like the look of it?
But if you use a 20 mil atty with a bubble glass,
yeah.
really a bit silly. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's a 60 watt device, so you're gonna probably it's more down lines of like your mouth to lung tanks anyway.
Yeah,
But,
quite smart.
yeah. So move on.
Yep.
Right, I did feature this slightly the other day. I got a bit more information on the Freemax Maxus 200 dual 18650. The Freemax 200 actually comes with the M Pro 2 tank, and interestingly, the TPD version is a 25 mil tank, but the non-TPD is a 30 mil tank.
That's also got that you can put your batteries in any way you want. It'll take 21700, 2700 and 18650. They've also got a 100 watt version of this as well. You've got to be a bit careful with this because obviously that's 100 watt. It takes an 18650 with obviously a like a sheath over the top so you can work. I don't know where I got sheath from. What a frigging word to use. But the actual 21700 doesn't fit in it.
Oh.
So your 21-700 fits in it, okay, but the 21-700, which he says it takes on the 100 watt, doesn't fit in it. But yeah, you can put in that one. You can put your batteries whichever way. You can even just put one battery in it, and it'll still work.
People are loving it in chat, so I'm just going to zoom in so you can see its beautifulness.
The Free Max brought a mod out before because I've had a tank of theirs. I had the Mesh Pro, but I didn't know anything about their mods. I didn't know they did mods.
Yeah, they've had the Twister.
Of course they have. Yeah, the tubey type one. Yeah.
They've also just got a pod out as well, which is the Free Max pod that I've got here.
Oh, okay.
The Maxi pod.
Everyone is absolutely loving it in chat, so I'll move on to the next one. Well, I briefly...
Martin Art Baby Diarrhea mod.
Is it bad, though? I think it looks fun. It's not bad. I've had a few little pictures of this, and now I have a proper picture of the Hell Vape. Oh, the Hell Vape Dead Rabbit version 2 RTA. It was obviously going to do it. They brought out the RDA. Now they've got the RTA. So it's a 25mm RTA, 2mm TPD, 5mm non-TPD. It's got slide top filling and it's top airflow as well with the version 2 deck.
Ian, do you think it's a cash grab?
Yeah, of course it is. I would
Harley?
say so.
Yeah, it's looking that way, isn't it?
Because obviously it's the V2 deck. They must have thousands of these V2 decks that they want to get out there. And they've obviously changed, the ears are a little like 30, like JA said, they've changed it by 1mm up and it gives you this great flavour.
I don't know. I actually never tried the original Dead Rabbit RTA. I heard good things. But it was the obvious thing they were going to do, wasn't it? It was so obvious. So, yeah, a little bit more info on that. Right, pods. But the interesting one, this one, I really liked, is it's Kangatech.
Oh, I've got it here.
Oh, you got the eye-bar. So,
The eye bar. I've not even opened it yet.
So, do you want me to tell you all about it, Aidan?
Yeah.
Inside that eye bar, mate, you've got an 800 milliamp hour battery. It's got a 1.2 ohm round wire coil. It also vibrates, mate. So be careful where you place it.
I'll get the sheath out.
Yeah, mind where you put it, mate. But it has 2 power modes. Yeah, and it's just another pod.
But it only comes with one pod.
Only comes with one pod. You heard it here first.
Why the hell would it only come with one pod?
Because that's what we're getting a lot of recently.
At least it's one of the like slimmer looking pods rather than all the others that are all at the same.
Yeah, and that's a fair battery considering it's a 1.2 ohm coil in there, 800 milliamp. That's
And it's not big either. It's very slim, tall but very slim.
It's funny with Kangatech, isn't it? They kind of died a death, but they keep creeping back now. Whether they've changed actual company ownership 50 times in the last 3 years, I don't know. But
I think the last Kangatech thing I ever owned was a Kangatech drip box years ago.
Subbox Mini.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another pod, and have a guess who the next pod system's from.
Inakin.
No.
Who
Who should not be releasing another pod system right now?
Geek Vote.
Vaporesso.
Close. That would have been that's a good guess. But no, Smock.
Yeah.
Smock. They've just started bringing out all their Aegis style jobbies, and then they brought out this little thing, the Smock N-Fix. We'll need to fix their whole flipping sales strategy because it's not working for me. 700 milliamp hour battery, 60-minute charge, they're claiming. USB Type-C. This is another one where it's got a 0.8 ohm dual coil. So, but that's probably side-by-side cores, but I don't know yet. Obviously, 2mm pod capacity, 3mm non-TPD, TPD, and it's got a little display there, and you can adjust the power. So it's singing all the right songs, but just a bit. Everyone in chat, sod off Smog. Yeah.
Dave Martin says, do you guys feel like the vaping industry is getting like the mobile phone industry in the late 90s and early 2000s in the sense that everything started massive and it went progressively smaller?
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing about it is my penis is the same thing. That's getting progressively smaller, but my balls are getting progressively bigger. I ain't got a clue why.
That device has got 2 things everyone's fed up of. Smoke and pods.
Another company that shouldn't be releasing anything similar to this, you can wave it. He can't see you.
I'm waving to Paul McCartney. I have to give him a wave if not he cries.
They can see you on top of the screen.
This one made me laugh. Vupu put this picture out, I think today or yesterday. The Argus GT and the Argus Air. Surely that's just the new.
That's the what's it tank, though, isn't it? On top of
it's just the. I can't remember the damn name of it now. We're talking about all day.
it's
Drag
like
X.
it's the X and the S and that
Yes.
lot tank, isn't it? Yeah, but with an adapter, I'm guessing.
Yeah, this is the only picture I've got. I don't know what.
That Argus Air looks like some sort of bullet.
Looks like a Riot Squad bottle.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But yeah, this is the only picture I have on this one at the minute. I gather it's probably surely it can't be similar to the the ones I just brought out recently. Surely not.
On the August GT, the top is the Vupu. They've got a pod tank, haven't they? I showed it on here the other week, where it is the Drag X and Drag S pod, but then it's got a 810 base that fits onto it, and they're classing it as a tank. And it looks like that is attached directly onto a mod, which would be the drag. So it's interesting to see if there's any other actual changes.
Yeah, Gareth's got it just right. Vupu XS on 510 pin.
He said he saw them yesterday. It looks like a rehash of the Drag X and S, but with a 510. I think somebody else mentioned that. I think it was Gareth.
The Argos Air looks like it could be multi-purpose. That's what I'm going to say.
Do Argos sell Vupu? Because they should definitely sell the Argus. Get your Argus from Argus. Anyway, folks, that's the end of the tech.
Big shout out, Flat Cap. Thank you so much, buddy. I do appreciate it. We are going to have to move quickly on because we're jam-packed show. Jam-packed show, people. We will be doing your giveaway straight away after this. We're going to go to the deals, people. I'm going to press the right button this time. We're on... Cashty, it's the deals in a week. I'm back to the main screen. Ollie, hit these deals, brother.
Not like rushing me on my first day, is it?
Sorry.
So we've got the Magico. I reviewed this when it first came out, which was a while ago. It used to come with a Magico pen. £10 from 23 quid. It's a Nick Salt tank. I used it with all sorts of liquids when I reviewed it. So it does do 70-30 and stuff. And it does do freebase, but obviously it's designed for Nick Salt. There's your specs and stuff. 25mm.
How much is that?
That's £10, $9.99 on Evolution Vaping.
Scroll it down a bit. So
Well,
that's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's
we've
right.
got every colour in
Tenner.
too.
I do think
Interesting
Jules
name.
Mama Vapes reviewed this. She only actually it comes with a 2 mil TPD compliant tank, but it's like right thin and plasticky.
Yeah, as you can see on the pictures, it pulls inwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting
say
name,
it
isn't
was
it?
good, though.
Nick Salt tank.
Yeah, Nick's old tank. Yeah, for tenner. Bang.
Next one, we've got the Hextron Subohm tank by Limitless. £5 from 20.
Never heard of that.
$4.99.
Yeah.
I might have to get myself one of them.
Is this on your wholesale account?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not logged in. I shit myself. Then don't do that to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, do use his number.
Oh, you really did give me an heart attack. That's not good. Tons of information there. 2mm, 510. What radius is it? 24.
2.5 ohm coils
A vague wattage recommendation: 40 to 80 watts.
on a 0.5. It's quite high, isn't it?
Fiver though, £5.
Yeah. It's a great price.
It don't matter how bad it is, does it? If it's £5.
28 quid delivery though.
Yeah.
I like that.
I did like on the Magico, it said best for mouth to lung and direct to lung. What is it, best for mouth to lung or direct to lung? Which one is it? It can't be best at both, surely.
You're not going to direct along Nick Salts anyway, are you? Surely. Well, I don't know. I suppose it depends.
Anakin Plexer. Oh, sorry, dude.
No, you're all right, mate. Sorry.
Anakin Plexer. There you go. £25, well, £26, down from 44. I meant to look how much this usually is on other sites, but I didn't, so I'm sorry.
I had
Juice
this.
capacity. What coils does it take?
It takes the Plex 3D coils, the wood pulp ones.
Right, really good coils. You can they use that for the sub-ohm tanks as well. So the coils are going to be readily available. In fact, I've got some here.
I didn't get on with it, to be honest. I didn't get much flavour out of it. But I don't know, a lot of people rave about it, so...
Is it the Falcon? Falcon tank uses wood pulp as well, doesn't it? For one of their coils.
I think it might be Falcon.
They do, yeah. I think that's the Falcon 2, I think. Not the King. I think it's the Falcon 2 they use wood pulp.
Black Cap, I didn't realise this was the review I used on Sunday's show, innit?
Oh, yeah.
The one where you felt really bad for saying it was shit, but it is shit, so there you go.
Yeah. There you go.
I have used the Plex 3D coils before, but for the life of me, I can't remember what I said about them. So, swiftly moving on.
Oh,
I was desperate to get a mod in because I had more pods. I ain't got any pods, I don't think. But I had loads of tanks and no mods, so I quickly scrambled this in. 45 quid, 25 quid. It's only available in rainbow, blue, green, and red.
Weird.
I did no
Tarot.
voltage. 2,500 milliamp hour. 0.96 inch display. 85 watt.
Again, if you're looking at something to stick on for a mouth to lung,
0.002 second firing speed. Well, I remember when I tried it, it actually took 0.004, so that's incorrect.
How dare you lie? Yeah, but Eddie, you've just said it'd be good for mouth to lung, but don't forget the twister and such things that are only go up to 80 as well. So you can get some decent clouds out of an 80 watt mod.
well, if you went to something like the what was it called, the Mark tank from Sigelli, that run 30 watts, massive clouds and flavour from that. The black one would be more my sort of style. I wouldn't want the
definitely.
ego.
That looks right.
Only thing I ain't got that's not black is my green screen. Trinity Alpha, 28 quid down to 15. I had to include a pod just to keep sake.
That's not bad at all, is it?
I think everyone knows Trinity Alpha, don't they, really? Pod system, 1,000 milliamp hour. Charge at 0.7 amp.
There's definitely some bargains to be had out there, isn't there?
Nord coils, takes Nord coils, doesn't it? So yes, they're always available.
And then next website is the best website of them all. And there's 4 deals on this one. There you go. You said I could show mine, so I just figured instead of picking one.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a little bit of a new segment that we're going to be doing. Ali obviously has got a shop. He's going to be able to show a bit of his and show you the deals that he's got on.
So it's just every week the site does 4 deals. So I thought instead of showing one off, I'll just quickly run through them. You've got the Aspire Cloud Flask from 40 quid down to 25. The Super Good Butter Range from 13 quid down to 5.50.
I'd be ordering
Can you
some of
zoom
those.
that in a bit?
Mate, they're cracking, all 4 of them.
Yeah, they're really. I've tried
There you
number
go,
2. I haven't
perfect.
tried any of the others.
Yeah.
The Target 36 down to 22. And then the UL Valerian, I'm knocking out at 10 quid.
Next week, we will be putting the link to his site in as well, so you can go down and check that out. And also, obviously, you can purchase these. That flask at that price is just like amazing.
Ace, a flavour banger as well.
Really love it.
I do believe I will be purchasing one of those
You're going to get it engraved?
for review. I do fancy
So
that.
there you go.
Brother, thank you so much. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, people, just before we carry on, we're going to do a little bit more talking, but we're going to get this giveaway on the go. That's cloud into yeah. People, stick cloud in. You're going to get to win either the volume 2 of the Homeboy, or you can have the new Homeboy 3, which is only 150 mils. The volume 2 is 250 mils, or you can have their Nick Salts, which they run in 10 mils. So put cloud in, people, and you get a chance to win. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the giveaway banner. I'm going to reiterate this. Reiterate it? Is that a word?
I think so.
But yeah, sounds good.
Is it? Well, whatever. I'm
Say
just going to say it anyway. Bottom banner. This is a free to enter. This is for the Homeboy E-Liquid Volume 2 or Volume 3, full range 50mm short fill. You've also got their Nick salts you can use as well. If you win this, please email littlebrovapes@gmail.com. If you have won the previous week, you cannot enter the next week. The caster's decision is final. Any giveaways on this channel is nothing to do with YouTube and solely down to the casters. Lovely. Giveaway banner done.
Can I just send some
It's nice pressing buttons instead. Ian, it's been an absolute, I think it's actually been working Nightbot and putting his stuff up, but I'm sure the wonderful Flat Cap will re-stick it up for us. Please get over and give him a sub. He's an absolute corking bloke. He's one of these blokes you can get on with. You can't find out wrong with him. He's an absolute fantastic bloke. And you're going strength to strength on your reviews, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope so. It's a slow process, but yeah, we're getting there. And we're enjoying it as well, which is the main thing.
When you first started it, you came across very, very timid. Which is like all of us did, but you're getting into your flow, you get into your own sort, into Flat Cap.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. I think I spoke to you when you pretty much were just thinking about starting the channel. We spoke a bit, and yeah, you're definitely growing in confidence. And with the live shows you're doing as well now, mate, you're doing a great job.
Oh, thank you guys, much appreciated. Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it, and it's just a big learning curve, really. And as long as you enjoy it in the process, I think that's the main thing.
You did a quick pop-up live this week, Thursday?
Yeah, that was me testing out StreamYard, because apparently you can now use StreamYard on your mobile device and then stream straight to YouTube. So I gave that a go.
It was quite fun as well, because you got people to jump in and stuff, and it was quite a nice little afternoon, quick, chill-out chat vape session. It was nice.
Yeah, I like doing the old random chats. I think I get that from CJ. He's a great one for doing those.
Come on, people. There's 113 people watching. We've only got 42 likes. Stick them thumbs up as well. Get that cloud in so we can get this giveaway going. Come on, get them thumbs up as well, people. Takes 2 seconds. It does help the show out.
Can I just send some love to Pud? He's had a tooth out today, bless him. So he's feeling a bit sorry for himself.
Oh,
poor bloke.
Everyone said send Pud a heart.
Do you think when he sat in the waiting room, he thought, God, this looks like my review room?
I'm surprised he was allowed to leave Vic's office, to be honest.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to join us tomorrow on the UK Vape Show. Me and Flat Cat will be there. Also, Ian, when can they find you?
You can find me on the Northern Union Vape Show on a Sunday evening from 9 on Benny Vapes' channel, and the Laid Back Vape Show on a Monday evening from 7.
Vape Mill?
Sorry, I will completely spaced, Ben. We've got Benny on Sunday, 6 o'clock. Just the usual show and game and chat and chill. Other than that, I'll be around somewhere doing things.
And then we've got the SMV this week. Have we got it Saturday, 9 o'clock?
Let Vape Away, 9 o'clock. Yep, you know score. We're going to talk about Matt's photographs that he's been taking recently with little 10ml bottles, and the backgrounds have been very interesting. More on that on Saturday.
Also, I've just remembered, of course, we've got this lovely chap here joining us on Monday evening, Gaz. Of Flat Cat Vapor fame.
To that, I put cloud in and not clouds. Roll it! And it's running. And it is... Who is it? What happened then?
Don't know, it hasn't come up yet.
Nothing yet.
Is anything
Don't spoil
happening?
it.
No? There are no eligible users to win the giveaway. Why?
It's coming in. No, it's gone.
Do you know what we'll do? We'll just put... I know what to do.
Just give it to a reviewer. It happens every time.
Yeah. See if that works.
Winner.
Do you want it? And the winner is Pav G.
Well done, Pav.
Big shout out to Pav G.
First.
Pav G.
Come, Pav.
Pav won. I can't... Whatever that did, Nightbot just makes its own mind up when he wants to work and when he don't want to work. He just absolutely cheeses me off, you know. So big shout out, Pav G. Send me an email. You know the email address. Send me it and we will sort you out and tell you what you have to do to win it. Another subber. Yep, it's another subber.
Oh, apparently Pav won on Dean's show last week. Fix, yeah.
Dean sends it across. And Thanks so much, everybody, to join us tonight. It's been absolutely fantastic. Your support on this show has been absolutely amazing. It's going from strength to strength. All three of us, me and Flat Cap, just like overwhelmed. And we are so glad to have Harley on as well. It's gonna be fantastic, mate. Thank you so much, buddy. We'll go straight to Harley. Say your goodbyes, buddy.
It's been a pleasure. I can't do next week or week after or week after. But after that, I should be good. I'm good. It's all right. I'm here. I'm staying. You can't get rid of me. You have to come and drag me away from screen. Seriously. Thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure. It's been great. It's been fun. And it's given me a chance to advertise. So what more can you ask for? Hope I've done Salford proud. It's going to be a shame that I can't watch. And I'm not watching it again. So, but cheers, guys. It's been great. Thanks, everyone in chat. You've been lovely.
Over to the wonderful Flat Cap.
Let's start with Mr. Ian above the clouds. Lovely to have you on, mate. I'm looking forward to Monday as well. You do a lovely, lovely job, mate. It's been great to have you on as a guest. People in chat, thank you very much for joining us. Your contributions, really, really, absolutely love it, especially when you say nice things about all the pod systems I talk about. Harley, great to have you on the show full-time, mate. Had a couple of lives you recently, been good, so glad to have you on board. And seeing as Self not here, Aidan, yo.
Yeah, I missed that.
Cheers, buddy. On to you.
And over to our special guest once again. Thank you so much, buddy. Say your goodbyes.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciate it for being invited on. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you. And thanks everyone in chat. And Harley, best of luck, mate, for being on here as a permanent caster. And yeah, thank you all. It's been fantastic. And yeah, see you all soon.
I'll tell you what, get yourself over to Benny Vapes. Absolutely, he's doing his mixing show. He's an absolute corking bloke. Make sure you go and support him. Big shout out to our special guest. Thank you so much. PavG, you're a star. That pays your postage. Big shout out to the wonderful Ian. He's a lovely bloke. Make sure you go over there and give him a sub. Harley, welcome to the madness that is 3 Men and a Vape show. You're going to be absolutely fantastic. Flat Cap, I love you so much, brother. You're an absolute star. Big shout out to all of the people who keep supporting this show. Keep turning up week in, week out. We love you loads. And a big shout out to our spanners for looking after us. Please join us next week. Same bat channel, same bat time. Good night.
MTN.
Piss flaps.
Definitely can't say moist.
I can't say malt.